Hey guys, Chris here from Touring on Two Wheels 718. Welcome to my channel. I thought about doing a review on my 2023 Road Glide CVO, the all new CVO Road Glide. A lot of people have done reviews on the platinum colored ones, which are absolutely beautiful. I had the pleasure of seeing one yesterday at the dealer, but I haven't seen a lot of reviews on the Whiskey Neat. And let me tell you, in person, this does not disappoint. I actually was lucky that I was able to get this one. These are a little harder to get than the platinum colored ones. The platinum ones are painted at Harley-Davidson and they do a wonderful job. Harley-Davidson really knows how to paint the bike. You could say a lot of things about Harley-Davidson, but nobody paints a bike like Harley. The Whiskey Neats are done by Gunslinger. They handle all of Harley-Davidson's specialty paints. They did the Arctic Blast. I believe they did the El Diablo, the Revival bikes, anything that's special paint that's really nice. All the other CVOs they did, the Green Envy, they do that. So it takes a little bit longer for I guess the tins and all the stuff to go back and forth from there to and get back to Harley-Davidson. I'd like to think that I can give a good review on this. I had a 2022 Road Glide CVO, which I loved very much, and I also had a 2021 Indian Challenger that was also a great bike. I guess we'll start from the front. Everybody spoke about, you know, the light and how it looks, and that it kind of does look like an Indian Challenger, you know, but it definitely looks like its own. There's no question about that. The ST style front fender looks awesome. What I will tell you that definitely going to change first, I already ordered, is this windshield, if that's what we're going to call it. I ordered the 10-inch smoked from Harley-Davidson. I'm sure Clockworks is working on it and they're going to have something else come to market eventually, but at the moment there's only the 10-inch available, and I like to ride with my visor up a lot of times, so at like 50 miles an hour the visor clicks down, so definitely going to change that. Things that I could tell you that are different from this to the 2022 CVO, there's a lot. The first thing is just getting off the kickstand. The 2022 CVOs had the 21-inch front wheel. They look exactly the same, but this is the 19, and the 2022s, because of the big wheel, leaned over a little bit more, and the bike felt heavier as well. It is heavier. So just getting off the kickstand was really pleasurable. The other thing that I first immediately noticed was the handlebars. The position of the handlebars in this bike are amazing. I really don't think I'm going to change them. I had changed them on my 22. I put KSTs, which were great, but these I felt right at home. I may adjust them, just snug them back a touch towards me, but that's easy enough. It's just the 4 bolts over here, loosen them and pull it forward. The power, you know, I rode it, didn't ride it aggressively. I'm staying within the braking process. I only have about 300 miles on it so far. So I've kept it, you know, at and about 3,000 RPMs, but you could definitely feel the difference with the power. That's really, it's amazing. They did a wonderful job with that. Another thing that I noticed, because I bought the bike, it was about 100 miles from where I live, and I live out here in the Northeast, and I got stuck in some traffic, quite a bit of traffic coming back, and you know, I didn't really experience a lot of heat. The bike stayed, you know, it got warm, and it was, you know, it's been very warm here the last couple of days, but not like I remember on the other bikes. So the dual cooling definitely is doing what it's supposed to do, and it's works very, very well, I might say. The infotainment screen is overwhelming at the moment. I still need to figure out how it all works. Kind of got it figured out. I've seen some other people talk about when they start the bike that it takes a while for your phone to pair up to the bike, and I've experienced that as well. But it does work eventually. I still need to, I'm sure after a while I'll figure it all out. The attention to detail on this bike, they really knocked it out of the park, down to the orange CVO on the tank badge, the CVO on the center console. Really, really beautifully put together bike. The orange around the gear shifters, and this whole collection with the orange matches the whiskey neat perfectly. They did a great job with that. We'll talk about the ride. Significant difference from the outgoing CVO model. I had changed on mine put the legends on mine, which were very good. But I still need to do some more riding on this to really give a better idea, how the suspension is going to be like long term on a long trip. But so far, you can definitely feel an improvement from what the outgoing suspension was on them. The handling to me was probably the biggest part that I felt an improvement, because the bike just feels lighter. It feels more nimble. It definitely, that's where, to me, it reminds me of the Challenger, which was, a great bike. It has similarities in where the Challenger just feels light on its feet all the way around. Similar power, I'd say, as well, but again, I haven't really opened this up yet. I'm sure the more I ride it and it gets broken in, it's going to have even more power. Another thing that I heard some other guys talk about was the stereo. I felt like the stereo on my 22 was a little bit louder. It doesn't sound bad, it sounds great, crystal clear. But I think once I put the new windshield on, that should help it out and make it a little bit louder for that as well. What else can we say about it? The chop bags, I was a little bit weary about that, like if I was gonna like it or not, because I had the stretch bags on my 22 and I liked the look of the way the muffler sat inside there with it around. But it actually looks really, really nice, I have to say. It's they definitely went for more of the performance bagger kind of style over here with this bike, with the handlebars being where they are, the inverted front forks, the adjustable suspension, the big 121. It's the bike is very, very, very quick. It's very light on its feet, I have to say. The seat's okay. I don't like it, I don't love it. Again, I think I need some more seat time on it. On my last bike, I had a LaPera seat. That was great. Probably the most comfortable seat I've ever had on any of my bikes, and they didn't no sponsorship, they didn't pay me to say that, but it's a great seat. I'm sure there's going to be companies coming out to make seats for this bike. It looks really nice, the seat. It has kind of like the seat that the STs come with. It looks great, so time will tell. We'll see. Another nice thing was the first time I put gas in it, you don't have to worry about taking the gas cap and leaving it on top of the on top of the gas pump. Just flicks open, you put your fuel in, and you go. What I would have liked to seen was that when you lock the bike, the gas cap would have locked, but I don't think they're there yet with that. These vents are nice. It does push air on you while you're riding, and it has the vent up here on top, which is also nice. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna do some more videos. I ordered exhaust for it already. I got the chrome tab 50 cals, the slash cuts, so I can't wait to see how those sound on here. It's the first time that I'm gonna run tabs. I've always run Reinhardts on all my bikes. So let's see. I mean, hopefully they sound nice. I also ordered the highway pegs that match this set with the orange trim on them, and saddlebag guards. Those are gonna go on too this weekend, hopefully. So just wanted to give a quick review on the 2023 CVO Road Glide and this beautiful whiskey neat that when everybody said that you have to see this in person, you really do have to see it in person, because it is absolutely beautiful. Like the fact that they're able to duplicate these and make them all look the same with such a customized paint job hats off to them because they really have done a very, very nice job. Stay tuned for our next video, do some install videos on the bike. If you like what you saw here, please like, subscribe, and share. We're new. This is our first video doing this, but I thought this would be a good way because this is going to be the future of Harley-Davidson. All the bikes, this is all going to spill down into the next year or so, probably in the STs and then in the specials. We're going to see a lot of this technology and the fairing and all the stuff go into that. So these are the the first generation that they're going to have these changes. So it's really all that everybody's talking about now in the Harley community, especially with the baggers. And Harley really, I think they nailed it with this bike. I have to say, this is my 7th bike, my 5th Harley, and it's different. It's different than any other Harley that I've ever owned or ridden, especially a bagger. They did a great job with it, I have to say. So I'm sure there's going to be growing pains with the technology and the screen and all that stuff. I had some, with the Indian, there was some stuff that went on with that too, but that's technology. It's not like, an old school bike where you just, pull the choke, start it, wait for it to warm up, and you leave. It's give and take with that kind of stuff. So, hey, thanks for watching my video. I'm Chris from Touring on Two Wheels 718.